Hey everybody, how's it going? Josh here, and today we're going to talk about Avengers 4 and how a lot of people have been talking about rumors that Avengers 4 will not only feature Thanos, of course, as the villain, but beyond him feature a greater villain that may bring everybody all together to stop. A lot of rumors have floated around. Some people are like, oh, is it Galactus? Oh, is it X, Y, and Z character? But at the end of the day, a lot of people keep going back to Annihilus, especially since the leaked title for the movie seems to be Avengers 4 Annihilation. So a lot of people are also curious, like, wait, I thought Annihilus was a Fox property character. How would Marvel be able to use him prior to the deal being completed, which is not until 2019? And Jeremy Conrad, actually from MCU Cosmic, kind of has some thoughts on it, and he said when Fox and Marvel were making deals for certain characters that were like in the Deadpool movie, and the fact that Marvel was able to get Ego for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, it's possible other characters were negotiated at the same time. And Jeremy Conrad hints, he doesn't fully on confirm, but he does strongly hint that one of those characters was Annihilus going to Marvel for use. And if this is the case, that'd be a really interesting way of how Marvel kind of got the character rights. And also at the same time, I am very surprised if they did this, that it went so under the radar for so long. Because usually, I mean, people are so on top of everything Marvel does, everything, you know, these studios do, that they know every IP that they establish online for like a new website. Like, it's usually that in depth with how investigated people are. So if this is actually very true, which I don't doubt Jeremy Conrad, he's a very trustworthy source, he's usually on his stuff, he doesn't just post to post. Assuming this is true, that is huge that they were able to do this. And it also kind of begs the question, what other characters did Marvel secretly negotiate getting the rights of before the Fox deal was completed? And also, if they did this with Fox, did they do this with characters from Sony, from characters at Paramount that they share maybe access with, like the Hulk? I mean, it'd be really cool to see maybe what other characters we might get surprised with that we don't even know about yet, just because it's so under wraps. If it is Annihilus, this is, I guess, how they would have gotten the character rights to the character. Assuming they do Annihilation, why would that make sense? And I really do think that an Avengers 4 Annihilation movie makes a lot of sense because it connects a lot of characters in a lot of different ways. For example, the Annihilation wave, we've already gotten the quantum realm, so you have it established that there's different realms. Doctor Strange further established that kind of different dimensions and different universes type of concept. So if you want to do the negative zone and things like that, you can do it now. Like, that is set up now at this point to not be such an esoteric thing. And with that as well, you're getting characters like the Kree in this movie through Captain Marvel, and there's a rumor that Thor is going to go to Captain Marvel, and also not only Captain Marvel, but he's going to ask the Kree Empire, or maybe he's going to ask, there's a theory that he's going to go to Valhalla and ask, or he's going to go to Niflheim or Hell and ask Hela for, I guess, kind of like Return of the King style, a Legion of the Undead. Now, if that's true, that'd be really cool, but at the same time, if that's true, why would you need that type of power against Thanos, considering how they already did against Thanos beforehand? You'd think that, all right, this time if they just prepare more because they kind of know what they're getting more into, they wouldn't need like an army. That just kind of seems in excess of what they would really need, since Thanos at this point is kind of just on his own. Like, he doesn't have a Chitauri army anymore. If it was a situation where we're getting Annihilus in the Annihilation wave, it would definitely make sense why Thor would not only recruit a character like Captain Marvel, but also try recruiting an undead army or the Kree Empire to join their forces. And also, the Annihilation wave and Annihilus being introduced in this movie is really interesting because, one, it can further make a bridge that eventually can lead to Fantastic Four, and also characters like Nova, like Richard Rider Nova proper. Besides that, also having Annihilus can perfectly establish kind of how the balance in the universe has been shifted. It also leads the way to open the door for characters such as Galactus and other characters of that nature that may result out of the imbalance in the cosmos, which you can argue Thanos' intentions were good or not. They've said multiple times, do not mess with the natural order of things. That was a huge thing in Doctor Strange. And obviously, not only did Thanos mess with the natural order of things, he insanely manipulated the order of things by just erasing half of all life in the universe. So I'm sure definitely things have been shifted in the cosmos, not necessarily all for the better due to it, because every action does have a reaction. So comment below your guys' thoughts. Are you excited for Avengers 4? Do you think Annihilus will be the villain? What do you think about this? Definitely give props to Jeremy Conrad, especially if this is true. Give props to Jeremy Conrad, and we'll see you guys later.